Rewired Mindset, 10 Habits to Transform Your Life. You don't get a better life by waiting. You get it by building better habits. That simple truth is the foundation of everything we're about to explore. Right now, your life is a direct reflection of your habits. What you do daily, how you think, how you react to challenges, and how you show up for yourself and others. If you've been feeling stuck, lost, mentally drained, or like progress is always just out of reach, it's not because you're broken or lacking in some way. It's because your current habits aren't serving you. They're working against you, pulling you into cycles of distraction, doubt, and delay. The incredible news is that this can change, starting today, not next month or next year. You have the power to rewire your entire mindset through small, intentional daily practices. These aren't complicated theories or fleeting motivation hacks. They're real, actionable habits that sharpen your thinking, boost your energy, strengthen your focus, and propel you forward. This audiobook-style guide will walk you through 10 transformative habits. If you implement just one, you'll feel a shift. If you commit to several, your trajectory changes. And if you build all 10 into your life, everything can elevate to a new level. No hype, no unnecessary fluff, just straightforward truth, proven principles, and the tools for lasting results. Let's dive in. We'll explore each habit deeply, with explanations, real-life examples, common pitfalls, and practical steps to make it stick. This is your roadmap to a stronger, clearer, more empowered mindset. Introduction: Understanding the power of habits in rewiring your mindset. Habits are the invisible architecture of your life. They operate quietly in the background, shaping your days without you even noticing. Good habits compound into extraordinary outcomes: confidence, resilience, achievement. Bad ones compound into regret, stagnation, and frustration. The beauty is that habits aren't fixed, they're malleable. Science shows that consistent repetition creates new neural pathways, literally rewiring your brain for better thinking and behavior. These 10 habits are carefully selected to target key areas: your mornings for momentum, your decisions for clarity, your self-talk for confidence, your actions for discipline, your boundaries for energy, your learning for growth, your movement for emotional stability, your reflection for awareness, and your consistency for permanence. They're interconnected. Mastering one often makes the others easier. Why do they work? Because they focus on process over outcome. You don't need perfect conditions or superhuman willpower. You need daily intention. Start where you are. Choose one habit that resonates most right now. Build from there. Over time, these practices become your new normal, and your life reflects that upgrade. Chapter 1. Wake up with purpose and stop wasting time. One of the most profound shifts you can make starts the instant your eyes open. Most people begin their day reactively, hitting snooze repeatedly, grabbing their phone to scroll endlessly, or drifting through the morning without direction. This sets a tone of passivity, where the day controls you instead of the other way around. Hours vanish on autopilot, and by evening, there's a vague sense of where did the time go. But time isn't just a resource. It's your life in measurable units. Every day wasted is a piece of your finite existence gone forever. That reality should ignite something urgent inside you. Waking up with purpose means treating each morning as a fresh opportunity to build something meaningful. Imagine opening your eyes and immediately connecting to a clear intention. Today, I'm building discipline by sticking to my workout. Or, I'm advancing my career by dedicating focused time to that project. Or simply, I'm cultivating peace by starting with gratitude and calm. This isn't about grand missions. It can be grounded in personal, improving your health, deepening relationships, sharpening skills, or fixing finances. Purpose creates fire. It gives you natural energy, sharper focus, and the ability to brush off distractions. Without it, you drift into routine. Same thoughts, same excuses, same outcomes. People who achieve extraordinary things don't wait for perfect motivation. They decide in advance and act with reason. Practical steps. Tonight, set your alarm 15 to 30 minutes earlier than usual. Place your phone across the room to avoid immediate scrolling. Upon waking, sit up, take deep breaths, and ask, what am I building today? Why does it matter? Write it down. One sentence is enough. Then tie your first actions to it. Hydrate, move your body lightly, or review your priorities. Common pitfall: confusing busyness with purpose. Filling your day with tasks feels productive, but often masks avoidance of what truly matters. Focus on intention over activity. Real-life example: consider someone who always felt overwhelmed. They started waking with a purpose. Today, I'm building calm by handling one thing at a time. Over weeks, anxiety lessened, decisions improved, and life felt more manageable. This habit alone can reclaim hours weekly. It reminds you that you're in charge. Your time deserves respect because you deserve respect. Start tomorrow. Wake up like your future depends on it, because it does. Chapter 2. Plan your day before the world distracts you. The moment your feet hit the floor, the world competes for your attention. Emails ping, messages pile up, social media beckons, and unexpected demands arise. Without a proactive plan, you default to reaction, jumping from one urgent thing to another, ending the day exhausted but with little real progress. Planning your day in advance is like drawing a map before the journey. It ensures you head toward your destination instead of wandering. This habit creates control, reduces stress, and amplifies productivity. In the quiet of morning, after setting your purpose, take 5 to 15 minutes to outline your day. Grab a notebook or simple app. Ask, what are my top 3 priorities today? What must get done to move me closer to my bigger goals? Schedule them first, ideally during your peak energy hours. Block time for deep work. Anticipate potential interruptions and build in buffers for rest or flexibility. Why this works? Your brain holds limited working memory. Dumping plans on paper frees mental space, lowers anxiety, and sharpens clarity. It turns vague intentions into committed actions. Examples: if your goal is fitness, schedule the workout before lunch. If it's professional growth, block uninterrupted time for learning or creating. Include personal elements, time for family, self-care, or hobbies to maintain balance. Pitfalls to avoid: overplanning every minute, leading to rigidity and burnout. Or underplanning, leaving room for endless distractions. Aim for focused essentials plus flexibility. Real example: a busy professional felt constantly behind. Morning planning shifted them to completing key tasks early. Stress dropped, accomplishments rose, and evenings became enjoyable rather than regretful. This habit builds discipline naturally. You rely on structure, not fleeting motivation. Over time, planned days become intuitive, and your life gains direction. Begin tomorrow. Plan before checking anything external. Watch how control returns to you. Chapter 3. Talk to yourself like someone you respect. The conversation in your head runs non-stop, influencing every emotion, decision, and belief. Yet most people speak to themselves with criticism, impatience, and harshness, words they'd never direct at a friend or loved one. If someone else called you lazy, worthless, or doomed to fail, you distance yourself. But we tolerate this internal voice because it's familiar. It undermines confidence, amplifies doubt, and keeps you playing small. Rewiring starts here. Treat your inner dialogue with respect. This isn't fake positivity. It's fair, constructive honesty. Practice. Pause when negative thoughts arise. Notice them without judgment. Reframe. From "I always screw up" to "that didn't go as planned. Here's what I learned." From "I'm not good enough" to "I'm capable and growing." Encourage effort. You've handled tough things before. You can do this. Why it transforms. Words shape beliefs. Beliefs shape actions. Respectful self-talk builds self-trust, resilience, and boldness. It turns setbacks into lessons, not indictments. Examples: after a mistake, say "that's human. Next time, I'll prepare differently." During challenge: "this is hard, but I'm strong enough to push through." Pitfall: dismissing this as soft. True toughness includes self-compassion. Constant criticism wears you down. Real story. Someone battling low confidence shifted their talk to encouragement. Decisions became bolder, risks felt manageable, and self-worth grew organically. You're your lifelong companion. Make that voice an ally, one of patience, truth, and support. Over time, you'll believe in yourself more deeply and act accordingly. Chapter 4. Take action when your mind says delay again. Hesitation often masquerades as wisdom. I'll do it when I feel ready. Tomorrow's better. Just a quick break first. These sound reasonable, but they're resistance in disguise, the barrier between potential and reality. The critical moment is when delay whispers. That's your cue to act immediately. Train for it. Recognize the thought, then move within seconds, one small step. Open the document, lace your shoes, send a message. Momentum builds from there. Energy and clarity emerge after starting. Why crucial? Delay compounds. Tasks grow heavier mentally. Guilt accumulates. Trust in yourself erodes. Immediate action builds discipline, proves reliability to yourself, and turns dreams into progress. Examples. Alarm rings. Get up. No snooze debate. Idea strikes. Note it now. Task looms. Start for 5 minutes. Pitfall. Waiting for perfect feelings. Breakthroughs happen despite discomfort. Real example. A writer paralyzed by procrastination began acting on hesitation. Drafts flowed, projects finished, and creative confidence soared. Master this split-second choice, and you become unstoppable. Delay loses power. Execution becomes default. Chapter 5. Push yourself to finish what you start today. Initiating is common. Completing is rare. Unfinished tasks linger mentally, draining energy and chipping at confidence. Commit to closure. Whatever you start today, finish today. No carrying over unless unavoidable. Push through resistance, boredom, fatigue, temptation to quit. This forges integrity and momentum. Benefits. Closed loops clear your mind, build proof of dependability, raise standards across life. Examples. Start a workout, complete it. Begin cleaning, finish the space. Open a book chapter, read to the end. Pitfall. Rationalizing good enough halfway. Full completion reinforces excellence. Real example. Someone with scattered projects adopted daily finishing. Mental clarity returned. Larger goals became achievable. This habit creates emotional strength. You prove you follow through, even alone. Quiet wins stack into major transformation. Chapter 6. Say no to things that drain your energy. Your energy is limited and precious. Endless yes to requests, habits, people, deplete it, leaving little for what matters. Learn to say no with calm confidence, rooted in self-respect. Inventory. What drains without replenishing? Negative conversations, excessive screen time, overcommitments. Protect boundaries. Decline politely but firmly. No, that doesn't work for me right now. This creates space for focus, recovery, and growth. Every no to drain is yes to vitality. Examples. Skip draining social events for rest. Limit social media. Turn down non-essential favors. Pitfall. Guilt from people-pleasing. True relationships respect boundaries. Real example. An overextended person started saying no selectively. Energy rebounded, productivity and joy increased. Guard your energy like a sacred resource. It powers your best life. Chapter 7. Learn one new thing that sharpens your thinking. Mental stagnation leads to repeated errors and missed opportunities. Daily learning keeps your mind agile and wise. Commit. One new insight daily. Read, listen, reflect. Sources: books, podcasts, articles, conversations. Focus on growth topics, mindset, skills, principles. Benefits: enhanced decision-making, confidence from knowledge, proactive problem-solving. Examples: learn a productivity technique. Explore emotional intelligence. Study successful mindsets. Pitfall: passive consumption without application. reflect, and implement. Real example. Consistent learners adapt faster, avoid pitfalls, and lead fuller lives. Stay curious. Your mind is your edge. Sharpen it daily. Chapter 8. Move your body to stop your mood from sinking. Moods plummet in inactivity. Movement interrupts and elevates swiftly. When low energy or negativity hits, move, walk, stretch, breathe intentionally. Connection. Physical action shifts brain chemistry, releases tension, restores perspective. Use proactively or in dips. Simple, accessible, powerful. Examples. Desk slump, stand and pace. Overthinking, short outdoor walk. Pitfall. Waiting to feel like moving. Act first, feeling follows. Real example. Regular movement users report better emotional regulation and resilience. Your body is a tool for mental mastery. Use it often. Chapter 9. Look back at today and ask what improved. Unexamined days blur into invisibility. Daily reflection reveals progress. Evening ritual. What improved today? Decisions, patience, actions? Notice wins, big or small. This builds gratitude, awareness, adjustment. Benefits. Momentum from recognition. Honest growth without judgment. Examples. Better focus, kinder response, completed priority. Pitfall. Focusing only on flaws. Balance with positives. Real example. Reflectors stay motivated longer, evolving steadily. Become your own guide. Reflection turns effort into evolution. Chapter 10. Stick to good habits until they feel natural. Lasting change requires persistence beyond discomfort. New habits feel forced initially. Resist, repeat anyway. Over weeks/months, they integrate, becoming automatic. Key. Consistency over intensity. Restart quickly after slips. Benefits. Effortless alignment. Identity shift to capable person. Examples. Build all prior habits gradually until seamless. Pitfall. Quitting at resistance peak just before ease. Real example. Long-term adherers transformed lives effortlessly. Endure the awkward phase. The reward is a rewired you. Conclusion. Embracing your rewired future. These 10 habits form a complete system for mindset mastery. Implement them sequentially or intuitively. Progress compounds. You're not waiting for change. You're creating it. Start today. Your next level is built one habit at a time.